Hola from planet Portugal.
Hello.
Another fairly busy few days.
Not much progress, but everything's took so long to do.
Yeah, it's going to be a long, slow process. And then when the ceiling's finally done, then we'll have to then do the long, slow process of concreting.
But anyway, let's show you what we got up to in the last few days.
Yep.
See you at the end. So while Rob's getting these cross beams off that are rotten, that are welded to the ceiling, he's having a right struggle with them. I am going to, if you can see it, there's a hollow under this step. So I'm going to pack that up and then work my way around the bottom of that floor, well, bottom of the wall, so that we can then put the membrane down. Right, so that's under the step all packed up and all limed. This, like I say, will be under the cement, so it doesn't have to be all tidy and nicely pointed. But yeah, just carry on round doing like this, and then once we get to the higher walls we can point it properly. But that's a start.
My way of thinking with getting rid of this big beam is that we obviously have to support the floor above. Now, all the floorboards run front to back, so it makes sense to put in beams side to side so it's supported. So what I've done is I've taken some of these smaller joist things out, a couple of them, taken me all day. They're really hard wood. There's a notch cut in that end and there's a beam here, so the new beams will sit on that beam and over and notched into the wall. That'll support the floor, so then I can take this section of the big beam out, because everything to the left and right is supported by an A-frame and an acro. Then when I move over to do the next beam, move the A-frame to the back of the acro and then the acro to the back of the A-frame. So it's always supported at all times, and then the beams will go in. The beams are 6 metres long, but this room is only 4.5 wide, including putting it into the notch and sat on the beam. So there won't be as much jiggle in the middle as such.
That's not including where the sofa's going to be and the utility room.
Yeah, this is just this room. Obviously there's so much stuff piled under there, I can't do anything under there until it's cleared. So that's the plan. Now I've got a beam obviously to go in here. Everything's set for it, apart from I need this section down so I can lift the beam up. And I hope and pray that it goes okay. I think it will, because it's got so much support, but always fingers crossed, touch wood, hope it's a good job.
And the camera don't really do this beam justice, but it's 16 inches in diameter there, and if we just cut it in the middle, it's that big and heavy, it will just lift the rocks and the floor above.
Like a dropping
cantilever, yeah. So we can't do it like that. It'd be much easier to just cut it in the middle and try and get it out, but we can't do it like that. And the sheer weight this is going to be, because it is huge, we won't be able to move it. Yeah, chestnut's dense and very heavy when it's dry. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we're up for a challenge.
Common sense will prevail, safety at all times, and like I say, a bit of a wing and a prayer, but I think I've covered every angle.
Right, so that's all the base of that wall limed in, and because we've had a slight change of plan, we need to do the roof, get this big beam out. We're not going to lay the slab yet, so while Rob's doing stuff with the roof, I'm going to start liming this wall, because this one, well, I say liming, this wall will be pointed, whereas this big wall at the back will be rendered. And the only sort of window we have in this room, if you can see that, we've got bottles in the other side to stop stuff coming through, but there was like a wooden cage in this corner. This was the hole for the chickens to come into the cage that was in this room. So we might look at trying to put some kind of a little, maybe a bottle brick, but possibly. We'll think about that one. But we've got lots to do before we come to that anyway, so. Just show you this bit of wall. So I've pointed this bit but it was a big hole, so I've put all these stones in. There's another, oh, when I get it, there's another stone there that'll sit nicely in there, so that it brings it up to level. And then we've got lots and lots of big holes that need to be filled, and then this huge one here. We were thinking about making this into like a little nook, but this is the oh, like a cornerstone. Sorry, I just stood on the chicken. And this one's only sitting on a little bit, well, like an angle of it. So we want to build this up so it just makes it a lot more secure. That'll take a lot of packing out. So, yeah, it'll take a while, but the other wall at the other side did so, but it looks really good now, so hopefully this one will look the same once it's done.
So absolutely solid. Yes, I was let's just say I was extremely nervous. My mind was telling me it's fine, it's all braced, it's got acros under it, it can't go anywhere. And my mind was also saying, beware, the house is gonna fall down. But no, that's gone as the first half of my mind was telling me. So, very good.
Well done.
Thank you. So Mandy's sanding off the beams that are going into the ground floor, or cellar basement if you like, that support the ceiling and the floor above. We've been, well, she's been using a handheld orbital sander and it's taking ages. So she's brought out the big guns.
Trying to keep hold of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough cookie.
Oh, it's a beast. But yeah, it's getting the job done a lot quicker. And really, we wish we'd thought of it earlier because it's been sat in the garage doing nothing. So
I'll just go over top with a little sander once I've got worse off with this.
yeah.
But yeah, it's doing all right.
But yeah, I'll show you Mandy in action.
Trying to keep hold of it.
Go for it, man.
Right, that's the beam, all sanded and all bug treated. So we've just got to wrap this end because this end's going in the wall, and then we've got to try and get it up onto the ceiling somehow. Peter's gonna have to move. Keeks, come on, shift. Come on, I get away. Go on, go on, go on. Girl, you can stay in there. You can stay in there, just don't lay there. So this end has to go first. Yes.
You through?
Yeah. Oh.
Put it on its side if you can.
Which way?
Roll it that way. This is better clearance.
Right.
Piece of wood there. Can we roll it?
Roll it. Have you got it?
Sorry. To the way.
This way.
Over, over, over. So. The first beam's in, it's sat well into that wall and it's sat well on top of the beam. It hangs over a little bit. It wants lining up properly. This end needs a prop under it to bring it up so it's touching the floor, and then it'll be wedged underneath at that side. That side sits beautifully under the floor. So a bit more messing about with it, but essentially it's in, and that took some doing.
Just a bit.
Yeah. And halfway through having it halfway up in the air, we got a delivery of sand, gravel and cement, which needed what we call handballing off. which has really taken it out of us because it's probably 37 degrees outside now. So I'm a bit out of breath. But yeah, it's in. It's in.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The first of many.
One down. 4 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's only taken 2 days.
That includes sanding and treating and cutting and and getting it up there. I think getting it up there took longer.
And lobbing this lump of
oh yeah, that big
thing, the thing that you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So far so good.
So there we go. There's a sand and gravel. We already had quite a bit of gravel left, so we've got more sand this time because I'm going to be using it for pointing and rendering. Yeah, we might need to. There's a bit on road here. It doesn't really interfere with road, but we might have to throw it up. But that's going to be a bit later when it cools off. So hopefully we'll have enough there to complete the bottom floor, the room we're working in now. And we got 25 bags of cement as well with that. That was €287. And that was 2 ton of gravel, 3 ton of sand and 25 bags of cement. So that's not too bad. And this is where I've got up to with pointing. So not lots, but like I say, it's taking a lot of packing out. So once I get this wall all pointed, this one, I'll then go over with the drill and the wire brush attachment and clean all these stones off. So it's going to take a while, but labour of love. This beam, when we bug treated it, it went quite a colour like the linseed oil. So we thought, oh, we can leave it like that. And when we've got it up, it's dried a lot lighter. So we will linseed oil this. With the others that are going up, we'll bug treat and linseed oil before they go up.
What you can see in the distance isn't cloud, it's smoke from a very large fire down in Penamacor, I believe. Yeah, that is a lot of smoke. So best wishes to everybody down there. Hope you're all safe and hope all the firefighters are safe. And yeah, it looks like a big one. Hello again. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell and don't forget to leave us a comment. We would just like to say to everybody who was affected by the fires this year, we hope you're all well and get through it. It's something that happens in Portugal and we're all aware of it. And the bombeiros, the Portuguese firemen, who are mainly all volunteers, putting their lives at risk. Unbelievable people. So a massive thanks to them from everyone in Portugal.
So our thoughts are with you all. Stay safe. And on that note, I think we'll go and we'll get on with some work. So
ciao for now. Bye.
Bye.